Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. The give is to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And some room to work. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Gone! Detroit!
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 3. 550.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down, they'll run with Chubb. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
From the gun, Mayfield. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go now. Ready. Black 22.
Winston from the gun on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, is his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick at 2015, finding the number 7 pick at 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Here's Humphreys. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Let's go now. Hey,
and they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go, even.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Winston. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. Good move by Duke. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Here's Humphries. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Jameis now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Ready. Blue 80. Easy. Hey, Mike 52. Green, triple C. 5 on the 50. Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake, Winston. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and 10, Mayfield throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really...
And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff. Throwing, Mayfield. Middle of the field, it's
Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brett Grimes. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down, Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do in certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. first down, Mayfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2, and most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains, around target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. Blue ready. Hey, let's go, let's go. Blue is up.
On the counter, here's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's it, baby. Let's go. Return the plate.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Second down, Johnson. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Again, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Browns getting set to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. Now Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah,
and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Clock now under 30, ticks and running. Mayfield to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road.